Yo, what's going on? I'm Marcus. You're at the channel The Debt Free Dad. You're the channel The Debt Free Dad, and this is my avatar. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how people are making money in the metaverse. So let's go on a little tour of the metaverse so we can check things out. Right now, we are currently in my palatial estate. I didn't take time to build this. Of course, this was something that was computer generated, but let's go ahead, check out what's going on in the metaverse. We're going to take a look at some things. Oh snap, I'm recording. Yo, what's going on? Today's video is going to be an interesting video because we're talking about something that's dope, side hustles and making money, and we're going to talk about how are people making money in the metaverse. I had this thing for probably about a month now, and one of the reasons I got it was to, one, play games, but two, to figure out a way and just kind of get my head wrapped around what's going on with the metaverse, what it's about, and how are people making money in it. So if you want to find out ways that people are monetizing and making money in the metaverse, y'all stay tuned. Let's get it. What's going on? I'm Marcus. You're at the channel The Debt Free Dad, where we're following my family's debt-free journey. As always, I'm a licensed attorney, not legal advice or financial advice, just let y'all know what we got going on. And sometimes I like to give my attorney perspective on financial takes, topics, and current events. So the metaverse, we all know that Facebook, earnings report came out a while ago, and they lost a crap load of money dealing with the metaverse, trying to get this thing off the ground. I jumped into the metaverse probably about a month ago because I wanted to just kind of take a look to see how and why. Well, I want to take a look to see what it is, what's going on in there, and see how are people monetizing the metaverse. So we're definitely going to talk about it. As I do this video, I'm going to throw some things up on the screen so you can see how things look on the inside. Now, in short, what is the metaverse? Essentially, it's virtual reality. Now, Meta or Facebook has their own version or variation of the metaverse, but there's also things like VR chats, various games that look different. Some things look animated, some things look real as hell. It just really depends on what you're on. So what you're seeing on the screen right now is just kind of my makeshift avatar and my makeshift palatial estate in the metaverse. I'm gonna just let some of the footage play so you can see a little bit of what's going on. I think the first thing that I checked out was a virtual comedy club. You can see patrons in there, somebody on stage telling corny ass jokes. And I also got a little bit of footage from probably one of the things I find more interesting is the virtual NFL game. But let's talk about ways, let's get to the point. How are people making money in the metaverse? Well, there are a few ways that I found that people are making money in the metaverse. The first way that people are making money in the metaverse is by actually having a job. What you mean? How the hell are you going to have a job in the metaverse? Well, once you're in the metaverse platform, you can create a world or a specific venue. It could be a comedy club, it could be a nightclub, it could be a laser tag place, it could be Family Feud. They have all these different variations of things that you can create. So a lot of times, once these worlds or venues are created, people actually pay individuals to serve as a sponsor for that particular venue. Someone is like a tour guide, if you will. When new people come in, they help give them the lay of the land, let them know where they can find things. And these people actually get compensated a salary to spend their time in this virtual world to kind of just serve as a host or hostess. That's one way. The other way that people are getting paid, at the comedy club, they have live shows and people actually perform and get compensation. The same thing with nightclubs. If you go to a nightclub a certain time of the weekend, they may have a live DJ, and that DJ is actually spinning music playing music off of his laptop, and he also gets compensation for the work that he does there. So it's kind of interesting. It's kind of dope. I actually was approached by the creator of one of the virtual comedy clubs, and they wanted me to perform at a live venue they had because it was just like an open mic night, and I would just go up there and just kind of test out some material. But all my jokes was dirty as hell, so that's a whole nother thing. Well, those are some of the ways that people are monetizing the metaverse, but there are more ways that people are monetizing the metaverse. Another way is something that we can anticipate was going to come. People ask for donations. If you go to a world or a venue, they may have their cash app posted on a sign somewhere in that venue where they're asking for donations. And sometimes those donations may go to hiring people to perform, hiring people to DJ at whatever these venues may be. That's one way that people are making money. Another interesting way that people are making money in the metaverse, and this one is very unique, is through advertisement revenue. Let's say you create a New York penthouse, and this penthouse is really nice. It has, bowling alleys and pool tables, and people are playing spades over there and dominoes over there. Well, advertisers can see the volume of people that you have coming in your particular world or venue, and they will pay you money to place their ads there. So I've seen Acorn ads, I've seen Macy's ads, I've seen various ads in various different worlds, and it's all based on the traffic that's coming in and out of a particular world or venue. Another way that people are monetizing the metaverse is through creation. They actually give a tutorial on how to create a world or a venue so you can actually do it on your own, but a lot of people do not want to take the time to have to go through the hassle and learn how to create these things or actually do it. So what do? They actually pay people to create their venue or their world, bring their vision alive to reality. And so those people actually receive compensation for that work. And a lot of times you'll see, if you're in a world, it may say world created by XYZ, follow them on Instagram. And people will reach out on Instagram and say, hey, I like that world you created. Can you create me something? That person will create it for them. That person will transfer it over. And that's just kind of how it works. One of the final ways that I've seen people are actually making ad revenue is unique is they are actually renting out a venue. If you build a venue that's really dope, sometimes it's not uncommon for people to rent out that venue to have actual virtual events at, whether it's a virtual birthday party or a virtual office gathering. But people do rent out their venues that they create or that they own or have the rights to people to actually use for some other purposes. One of the things that are dope, and I wouldn't be able to show it to you on a recording because, of course, they have a lot of intellectual property and trademark rights against it. But you can see on the graph they had on the screen. I don't know if you noticed, but they have a lot of virtual concerts, and the virtual concerts are dope because you go into an arena and it literally looks like you're right on stage with the person as they're performing. So I thought that was dope, but of course there's so much copyright issue. I can't put it on YouTube, and they won't even let you record it. I can see it virtually, but when I try to record it to show it to you, it's just blank with no sound because, again, copyright is a you know what. Well, that's it. I wanted to just kind of talk a little bit about, ways that I found that people are making money in the metaverse. I have my own plan for something that I want to do related to content in the metaverse that I'm working on, so I may talk about that a little bit later. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out the video on the screen.